Twaron is a para-aramid. It is a heat-resistant and strong synthetic fiber developed in the early 1970s by the Dutch company Akzo, division ENKA, later Akzo Industrial Fibers. The research name of the para-aramid fiber was originally fibre X, but it was soon called Arenka. Although the Dutch para-aramid fiber was developed only a little later than DuPont's Kevlar, introduction of Twaron as a commercial product came much later than Kevlar due to financial problems at the Akzo company in the 1970s. History. This is a chronology of the development of Twaron. In 1960s a research program starts for fibre X. In 1972 the ENKA research laboratory develops a para-aramid called Arenka. In 1973 Akzo decides to use sulfuric acid as a solvent for spinning. In 1974 new process route was found at Akzo Research Laboratory, using N-methylpyrrolidone with a co-solvent with an ionic component to occupy the hydrogen bonds of the amide groups in order to dissolve the aromatic polymer. In 1976 a pilot plant is built. In 1977 first production starts. In 1984 the product is renamed Twaron. In 1986 commercial production is started at 5 locations and 9 plants. In 1987 Twaron is introduced as a commercial product. In 1989 the aramid business of Akzo becomes an independent business unit called Twaron B.V. Since 2000 Twaron B.V. is owned by the Twaron Group, now called Twaron Twaron B.V. and based in Arnhem, Netherlands. The main production facilities for Twaron are in Emmen and Delfzijl. In 2007 Twaron Twaron expands for the 4th time in 6 years and also changes its name into Twaron Aramid. Production. Polymer preparation. Twaron is a p-phenylene terephthalamide, the simplest form of the AABB para-polyaramide. PPPTA is a product of p-phenylene diamine and terephthaloyl dichloride. To dissolve the aromatic polymer Twaron used a co-solvent of N-methylpyrrolidone and an ionic component to occupy the hydrogen bonds of the amide groups. The invention of this specific process was done in 1974 at Akzo Research Laboratory in Arnhem by a team consisting of Leo Valbrecht, Tian Veerman and W.I.M. Engelhard. The patent of the newly discovered process route led to a patent war between Akzo and DuPont as DuPont initially used the carcinogenic HMPT. Despite heavy research, DuPont now also applies the Akzo patent for the Kevlar process and used the less hazardous NMP spinning after the production of the Twaron polymer in Delfzijl. The polymer is brought to Emmen, where fibers are produced by spinning the dissolved polymer into a solid fiber from a liquid chemical blend. Polymer solvent for spinning PPTA is generally 100% anhydrous sulfuric acid. The polymer is dissolved by mixing frozen sulfuric acid in powder form with the polymer in powder form and gently heating the mixture. This process, which differs from the more difficult DuPont process, was invented by Henry Lammers and patented by Akzo. Industrial uses. Twaron is a para-aramid and is used in automotive, construction, sport, aerospace, military and industry applications, e.g., bulletproof body armor, fabric, and as an asbestos substitute. Protective gear. Flame-resistant clothing. Protective clothing and helmets. Cut-fast, heat-hardy gloves. Sporting goods. Textiles. Ballistic vests. Composites. Composite materials. Technical paper. Asbestos replacement. Hot air filtration. Sailcloth. Speaker woofers. Boat hull material. Fiber-reinforced concrete. Drumheads. Automotive brake pads. Turbo hoses. V-belts and timing belts. Tires that incorporate sulfurin. Mechanical rubber goods. Reinforcement linear tension.